Hey everyone, welcome to Jetersblessings. This is Marjorie. Today I'm going to use this UITC Unique on the Creek board, and I'm just showing you that I'm using the second row, and I'm actually going to be using the holes that are closest to it. That right there is the first row, and I'm not going to use it, but those two lines that I was pointing at are the middle point, and so I'm just going to add a hanger on there. So I just grab a jute cord and kind of pull it through, and you can see how I actually tie this and make this little hanger. Now you could use a zip tie to add on there, or a pipe cleaner, anything you want, but I just chose to use a jute cord. I thought it might make it a little bit nicer. Now this is my first time using this board, and I really enjoyed it. It made it really super easy, so I will be using more of these boards. So I've got these, I want to say they're 8-inch zip ties, and I believe I got some of the, I think I got these from Amazon. And all I'm doing is, as you see, I go through two of the closest holes, and then I skip one hole that's by itself, and I go to the next two holes, skip the one big hole, and here I am at the next two holes. So that's how I do the second row, and there'll be 8 zip ties there, and a total will be 20 zip ties. And I go back and just kind of cinch it up a little bit, just to where I hear the first couple of clicks on there, but I don't do it any more than that. I make it really nice and loose so I can attach my Deco Mesh. I've got these pieces that I cut at 18 inches, and I have these really flimsy zip ties that I think I had got off of Temu at one time, and yeah, they're not really good. They're really thin, and they just don't hold up too well if I use a zip gun. Excuse me. Anyways, so you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. I'm doing it because, like I said, it's my first time. I wanted to be able to hold the Deco Mesh together. As you saw, I did a cruffle method where I just rolled up both ends a couple of times and then walked my fingers in the middle. So you'll see here that I do make a mistake, and I have to end up cutting it out of the zip tie after I tighten it. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to make this little bundle and put it in the first 8 zip ties on the second row. But what I noticed here is that my curls were bent downward, and I wanted them upward. I guess really it wouldn't make a difference, but I just wanted them upward. That's how I always like to do my cruffle methods, with the curls up. I mean, to me, that's the more of the pretty side. So I undid it and had to put in another zip tie, and this time I made sure to make the curl side sitting up. Now, as I was saying, I use the second row and the third row, and the third row is also going to have 8 zip ties in it as well. So in the second row, how you have a pair of holes, then a single hole, and a pair of holes, and a single hole, the third row just has continuous pairs of holes. So those pairs of holes are right across from where the single holes are. So it helps you kind of alternate, and you don't have the bundles sitting right on top of each other. It kind of crosses over and lays over some of that area with the single hole, so it does make it very nice and full, and you'll see that here in just a little bit. So the other thing that I did on here that you don't have to do, you could do it differently, is I attached my first row of Deco Mesh, and then I went back and I attached my ribbon tails on top of it using an additional zip tie. Now you guys could probably watch this and think that I'm using a whole lot of zip ties, and that's just me. This is just what I wanted to do for my own security because of my first time doing it. So I've cut these ribbon tails at 15 inches and I folded them to get the middle point. Then I just walk my fingers up. As you'll see, I'm putting this zip tie right on top of the zip tie that is holding the mesh down. So I'm going to put it right on top. That way I can put the ribbon bundles right on top of there. And if you're wondering, I leave about a 1/2 inch of the Deco Mesh and the ribbons in the zip ties where it's sticking out the opposite end. The other thing that I would say, I would say this is the smaller Unique on the Creek board, and so that I think makes a difference. Where I have a 2.5 and 1.5 inch ribbon, if I had to do this again, if I was going to do a pair of ribbons, I would probably do 2 1.5 inch ribbons and pair them up. Or if I wanted to do a 2.5 and a 1.5, I would just alternate and put a single ribbon in, like the 2.5 inch in one, and then the 1.5 inch in the next. And you'll see, because I do that actually when I get to the third row of Deco Mesh. Okay, so here I've got all the zip ties in, and I'm going to make another crumple and start adding that into the third row, which consists of 8 zip ties for the Deco Mesh and tails. What I did is I took the one roll of Deco Mesh, which is 360 inches, and I divided it by the total of places that I'm going to add the Deco Mesh and ribbon, which was 20. And so I take the 360 divided by 20, and I get the 18 inches in length of the Deco Mesh. And that's how I figured it out. So I did use a more stiff Deco Mesh. It was just thicker and a little bit more stiff. It turns out really nice. I do like it, but I definitely want to try out a more giving, easier to use mesh, and I think I'll try to do that next or something. But here's where I will be alternating the ribbon tails. I'll be adding a 2.5-inch ribbon into one of the zip ties, and in the next Deco Mesh, into the next one, I'll add a 1.5 inch, and so I'll alternate 1.5, 2.5, all the way around these 8 zip ties, and then that will be all of the ribbon that I will use for this wreath. So as you can see, it looks a little bit nicer with the alternating the ribbons. And here I'm taking the 4 Deco Mesh pieces that I have left, and I'm doing a cruffle method like I've done throughout. And I will place those Deco Mesh pieces into the remaining 4 zip ties. What this section is going to do is it's going to help hold the sign up, and you definitely don't want to miss out on this section. Now this is the cute little sign that I bought. I got it from Craft Outlet, and I've already glued a cable mount on there, and I'm just going to add a floral wire and do a couple of really good twists on here. And then what I'm going to try to show you here, you can't really tell, but there's 2 empty holes. One is actually hidden underneath one of those ends of the Deco Mesh, but there's 2 holes left, and that's where I'll be inserting the floral wire. And yes, I did have to check where my hanger was, so I'd know that was the top, to make sure I put the sign on where it faced the correct way. So once I give it a good couple of twists on the back, then what I do is I trim off the excess wire, and then I go ahead and I tuck it into the Deco Mesh. So as you can see, it looks really nice and beautiful on the back. I love it. I love how this turned out, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. I hope you guys have a very blessed week.